Do 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 do. Okay, now recruit Yuri in part 1 of the main story. Okay. Wards for Clearance and Shadows have been added via DLC supplies in the main story. Quests have been added in the main story. Right, okay. So, this morning, if you're watching, I completed the DLC, which is the side story here. Yay, finally. So now I can go on to the Golden Deer route. Yeah, okay, so I got New Game Plus. Yes, carry over New Game Data Plus from this. I am not trying to map in just yet, because if it's anything like the hard mode in DLC, I'll just lose my fucking mind. It's not I can't do it, it's just pain in the arse. I don't like difficulty, it's unnecessary. Hard just seems like a balanced difficulty for me. If you feel different, go ahead. I played it through in Classic already, I don't feel the need to play it through in Classic again. No, don't connect online because I don't have an online pass anymore. Yeah, on... I can do it in Classic. I won't be trying to kill my units off, I would be trying to save them. Well, look at all those fucking technical things. Amazing. There he is. Nemesis versus Seven. Not quite yet. Saber. He's a War Master by the looks of it. She's enlightened one. Wow, witness. Counties on Archbishop Constantine.
Do you recall the Red Canyon? You'll die! 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 You took everything that I loved!
That's the only time you get to the cryststone in the sword.
He's gone now, Mother.
What could have brought you here?
Hello, Sophis.
I wonder how you got in here.
Well, as my head.
It is most rude to interrupt a moment of repose. Very rude indeed. Now come to me. I wish to have a look at you.
Oh, I've been male bailiff for all the playthroughs so far, apart from the DLC where I tried it. Yeah, and there's definitely something wrong with her body proportions. Is typical Japanese woman in anime, not actual. Yeah, so yeah, I'll continue playing male bailiff until I've done all 4 playthroughs, and then I might try her out in the.
I have not seen the likes of you before. Who are you anyway?
I'm immortal.
I see. Then you must have a name of sorts. Go on.
Yeah, sure, does me.
I shall not ever grow accustomed to the sound of human names. You must possess a day of birth as well. Beneath which moon and on what day were you born to this world?
9th moon on 14th day.
Well, wonders never cease. It seems we share our day of birth. How strange. It all feels so familiar. I think it may be time for yet another nap.
Yeah, the date of birth being the same is because you're literally inside my body.
It is almost time to begin.
Sleepyhead.
Hey, time to wake up. Were you having that dream again?
Yeah, I was dreaming about a war.
Massive armies clashing on a vast field, right? There hasn't been a battle like that in over 3 centuries. In any case, just put that out of your mind for now. The battlefield is no place for idle thoughts.
Well, yeah. It was actually about 1,000 years ago, but there you go.
Risking your life is part of the job for mercenaries like us. Letting your mind wander is a sure way to get yourself killed. Okay, time to get moving. Our next job is in the kingdom. I told you before, it's far from here, so we'll need to leave at dawn.
Sure.
Oh, good grief. Everyone is already waiting for us outside.
Gerald, sir, sorry to barge in, but your presence is needed.
What's happened?
Please forgive our intrusion. We wouldn't bother you were the situation not dire.
Well, it's Edgelord himself.
What do a bunch of kids like you want at this hour?
We're being pursued by a group of bandits. I can only hope that you will be so kind as to lend your support.
Bandits? Here?
It's true. They attacked us while we were at rest in our camp.
We've been separated from our companions and we're outnumbered. They're after our lives, not to mention our gold.
I'm impressed you're staying so calm considering the situation. Wait, that uniform.
Bandits spotted just outside the village. Damn, there are a lot of them.
I guess they followed you all the way here. We can't abandon this village now. Come on, let's move. Hope you're ready.
Sure, just give me an Iron Sword Plus and I'm away to go.
Let's take care of those thieves before they overrun the village. Take down the enemies in front first. That should take the wind out of their sails.
Okay, game.
I will prevail. You have a strange aura about you. You say you're a mercenary, so show me what you can do.
And I shall take your vulnerability. I'll leave you axe roots now.
I'll cut through. Thank you. We are in your debt. It wouldn't do for us to fall in a place like this. Please, lend us your strength. Let's work together to drive out these thieves.
And I'll take your vulnerability as well. Because I'm not using you.
Stay focused.
Can I avoid that damage if I use quad first?
Ready and willing. It's not luck, it's fate.
We'll advance while protecting ourselves from the enemy. Take up position inside the forest.
It's because of you guys that I'm not dead right now. Thanks for that. I didn't expect to run into mercenaries like you in some remote village. The gods of fortune must be smiling on me.
He's waiting for me to get into the bushes.
Yes, good. If we're in the forest, we can sustain their attacks without losing the advantage.
Yeah, you can absorb one of them, Dimitri. And Edelgard can go there and help you with that one. I like this whole he can hit me on a 55% chance. Again. I mean, I know it's not impossible 55% chance to hit, but...
This is a fine opportunity. It's the combat arts I taught you.
That's the golden deer for you.
Each battle, a chance to grow.
Edel Smasher can go in here.
Well, how was that?
Damn! Why are there mercenaries in the village? Guess we'll have to deal with them too.
That face is just absolutely comical.
Attack when an ally is nearby, and the enemy will be intimidated, making them easier to hit.
I think he weakens this one up for you, so you can get in there and get that. Yeah, sure. Take your land as well.
As expected. Such power.
It's not luck, it's fate.
Oops. Shouldn't be skipping anything else, should be letting them go.
Progress suits me well.
I'll trade you my iron axe. He's programmed to go for buy left, so it doesn't matter.
Hey! You with the blank stare! Out of my way! What the? Aren't you Gerald the Bladebreaker? What's a renowned mercenary like you doing here?
I'm the one who should be complaining. I'm caught up in the mess you started.
He's a paladin as well. Holy shit. I think Costas doesn't even get out of boss there. Poor Costas just doesn't even get the ability to fight back against Gerald.
Be mindful.
I like that one. He just doesn't even get the chance to fight back against Gerald. It's just like, nope, not happening.
Another step forward.
So I've stole their vulneraries and their weapons. Hello again, Sophis.
Honestly, what are you accomplishing with that little stunt? It's like you're trying to get me killed, you fool. Well, it's fine. After all, if you don't know the value of your own life, you're not going to protect it very well, are you? Of course not. Well then, I guess it's up to me to guide you from now on, right? You can call me Sothis, but I'm also known as the Beginning.
The progenitor god.
Sothis. Yes, that is it. My name is Sothis, and I am also called the Beginning. But who once called me that?
Yeah, what are you talking about?
I was not able to recall my name until just now. And just like that, it came to me. How odd. That look upon your face. Did you think me a child? A mere child who forgot her own name? Phooey! That child just saved your life. And what does that make you?
I'm less than a child.
Correct. You understand. You threw yourself before an axe to save just one young girl. Yet all is well, as I have stalled the flow of time for now. You would have died had I not intervened.
Thank you.
There now. Is gratitude so much to ask? I did deem you worth saving after all. Though it is only momentary, time has stopped. However did I manage that?
So what now?
When time begins again, the axe will tear into your flesh and you will surely meet your end.
Yep.
How
Oh, fuck.
rude of you to drag me into this. Now what to do?
Keep time frozen until I'm safe. I'll just stay here and wait to die. Turn back the hands of time.
Of course. I must turn back the hands of time. Yes, I do believe it can be done. You really are quite troublesome.
Notice she's got the crested flames right there.
I cannot wind back time too far, but all is well. You are aware of what's to come, which means you can protect yourself this time. Now go! Yes, you who bears the flames within. Drift through the flow of time to find the answers that you seek.
Yes, literally have the crest of flames as a heart. Totally no spoilers.
Hey, over here!
And they represent the 4 class weapon archetypes as well. The bow, the sword, the axe, and the spear.
Hey, did you just...
Turn back the hands of time? Yeah. Eloise! Hello, Eloise!
The Knights of Seros are here. We'll cut you down for terrorizing our students. Hey, the thieves are running away. Go after them. The students seem to be unharmed. And who's this?
Why him?
I like Eloise.
Captain Gerald? It is you. Goodness, it's been ages.
How much fucking renown is that about?
Don't you recognize me? It's Alois, your old right-hand man. Well, that's how I always thought of myself anyway.
Yeah, how much renown did I build up in those last chapters of Azure Moon?
Oh, it must have been 20 years ago that you went missing without a trace. I always knew you were still alive.
You haven't changed a bit, Alois. Just as loud as ever. And drop that captain nonsense. I'm not your captain anymore. These days, I'm just a wandering mercenary. One who has work to do. Goodbye, old friend.
Right. Goodbye, Captain. Wait, that isn't how this ends. I insist that you return to the monastery with me.
Garrig Mach Monastery. I suppose this was inevitable.
And how about you, kid? Are you the captain's child?
I'm a bandit. I'm a bandit. Yeah, I'm a bandit. No, that is correct.
Is that so? Well, physical differences aside, your mannerisms do remind me of the captain. I'd love for you to see the monastery too. You will join me, won't you? What's troubling you, Captain? You aren't about to run off again, are you?
Even I wouldn't dare run from the Knights of Seros.
The Knights of Seros. They do seem rather skilled. Ah, it seems your presence is required. Get going.
I appreciate your help back there. Your skill is beyond question. You're clearly an experienced mercenary. And your father, That would be Gerald, the Bladebreaker, former captain of the Knights of Seros, oft praised as the strongest knight to ever live. Have I missed anything?
Was that Alexa bugging me or... No, it wasn't. That was Cortana. I didn't know he was a captain. He was a Knight Service. I didn't know he was a captain.
How curious. I'd wager the explanation for that is fascinating indeed.
Hey, you are coming with us to the monastery, right? Of course you are. I'd love to bend your ear as we travel. Oh, I should mention that the three of us are students of the Officers' Academy at Garrigmach Monastery. We were doing some training exercises when those bandits attacked. I definitely got the worst of it.
That would be because you ran off.
Too true. I was the first to make a strategic retreat. Everything would have worked out if these two hadn't followed me and ruined everything. Because of them, every single one of those bandits chased after us. Utterly ridiculous.
Ah, so that's what you were thinking, Claude. And here I thought you were acting as a decoy for the sake of us all.
His intentions were as clear as day. You will prove a lacking ruler if you cannot see the truth behind a person's words.
You will prove a lacking ruler yourself if you look for deceit behind every word and fail to trust those whom you rely on.
Oh, joy. A royal debate between their highnesses. I wonder how being completely predictable affects one's ability to wield power. Personally, as the embodiment of distrust, I'd say your little exchange smacks of naivete.
Me? Naive? Tell me, are you actually incapable of keeping quiet, or is your lack of self-awareness a condition of some sort?
In any case, forgive our digression. I must speak with you if you can spare a moment. The way you held your ground against the bandits' leader was captivating. You never lost control of the situation. It showed me I still have much to learn.
Yes, you do, Edgelord.
Your skill is precisely why I must ask you to consider lending your services to the Empire.
Not this playthrough.
I might as well tell you now. I am no mere student. I am also the Adrestian Empire's...
Halt, Edelgard. Please allow me to finish my own proposition. The Holy Kingdom of Fargus is in dire need of exceptional individuals like yourself. Please, do consider returning to the kingdom with me.
Whoa there, you two sure are hasty. Trying to recruit someone you just met. Tactless, really. I was personally planning to develop a deep and lasting friendship on our journey back to the monastery before begging for favors. But it seems there's no time for niceties in this world. So, capable stranger, let's get right to it. Where does your allegiance lie?
It seems one's place of birth is quite significant to them. Yet they are so impressed by you that you may take your pick. Well?
Leicester Alliance. Virgin and League of Nobles. Yeah, we're going for Claude.
Is that right? Well, that's a win for the Alliance, so I suppose I'm obligated to be happy.
All right, that's enough with the small talk. It's time to head back to the monastery.
Looks like we'll have to pick this up another time.
My, they are in such a hurry. You know, each of the three is most unique.
Yeah, Edelgard is the Flame Emperor. Dimitri is the Edgelord, who has got a dark and mysterious past, who wants to get revenge on the people who wronged him. And Claude is just the fucking stereotypical fucking, what do you call it, plan maker, always dealing, bluffing and holding back his cards and never letting them know what he's doing. Yeah. The mysterious man who's always in control. That's what him is.
Yes, I thought the same. I am so sleepy once again. I may be sleeping, but
I'm always watching over you. Yeah, thank you, Sophis, thank you. What a goddess she is.
Part 1. White Clouds. Great Tree Moon.
Totally no spoilers
3
here.
houses.
Totally no spoilers here.
The icy winds of the Agma Mountains have begun to scatter, and the verdant fields once again spring to life across Fodlan, heralding the start of a new year. As they celebrate the dawning year, the people pray that they may realize their full potential, just as a tiny sprout hopes to one day grow into a great tree. The continent of Fodlan, said to be protected by a revered goddess, has existed since time immemorial. 3 ruling powers now control the land. In the south lies a region long held by a more than 1,000-year-old dynasty, the Adrestian Empire. Beyond its borders, to the frigid north, is the home of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, ruled by the royal family and its knights. To the east, a league of nobles that heeds no king nor emperor rules what is called the Leicester Alliance. Once consumed by a tempest of war and turmoil, Fodlan and these 3 mighty powers now exist in relative harmony.
This will be your first time at the monastery. I'd be happy to show you around.
It really is Fodlan in a nutshell. The good and the bad.
Like it or not, we'll be there soon enough. There it is. Garrick Mach Monastery.
Is that not Sophus's... No, Seros's tomb? I mean, Sophus's body is there, but Seros's might be Seros's tomb.
Is here.
Oh, there she is. Totally not Seros, it's totally Rhea. Yep, totally not Seros.
I wonder, did the flow of time bring you here?
Bounce, doing. Yeah, I was jumping by left around the loading screen.
It's been years since I've last set eyes on this place. To be forced to see her now,
Her?
You saw her in the courtyard earlier, didn't you? The Archbishop, Lady Rhea.
Lady Rhea.
As you know, the majority of folks in Fodlan are devout followers of the teachings of Seros. The leader of that ridiculously large religious organization is the Archbishop, Lady Rhea.
Thank you for your patience, Gerald. My name is Seteth. I am an advisor to the Archbishop.
Right. Hello.
Hello, Keyhole.
It has been a long time, Gerald. I wonder, was it the will of the goddess that we have another chance meeting like this?
No, she's still asleep.
Forgive my silence all these years. Much has happened since we last spoke.
So I see. The miracle of fatherhood has blessed you. That is your child, is it not?
Yes. Born many years after I left this place. I wish I could introduce you to the mother of my child, but I'm afraid we lost her to illness.
I see. My condolences. As for you, I heard of your valiant efforts from Alois. What is your name?
It's Bylev.
A fine name indeed.
From the bottom of my heart, I thank you for saving those students of the Officers' Academy. Gerald, you already know what it is I wish to say, do you not?
You want me to rejoin the Knights of Seros, don't you? I won't say no, but...
Your apprehension stings. I had expected that Alois would have already asked this of you. I must step away for now, but I expect they will desire a word with you soon. Please listen carefully to what they have to say. Until tomorrow, farewell.
I can't believe it. Forced back into the Knights of Seros. I'm sorry I dragged you into this. Looks like I'll be stuck here for a while. And I'm afraid your services are requested as well.
The servant?
Nothing like that. I want you to teach, by the sound of it. You heard those brats earlier talking about the Officers' Academy, right? Well, the Academy just happens to be short a professor. And apparently that damned Alois went and recommended you to Lady Rhea.
So, you must be the new professor. My, how stern and handsome you are.
No. I'm not the one you're looking for. You can handle things from here. Good luck. And watch out for Lady Rhea. I don't know what she's thinking making you a professor like this. She may be up to something. Stay on your guard.
Oh, it's you then? So young.
Competence and age are not necessarily correlated. As you well know, I am Hanneman, a Crest Scholar and Professor at the Officers' Academy. I wonder if you bear a crest of your own. When next you have a moment to spare, I insist that you pay me a visit so we can delve into the subject further.
I'm Manuela. I'm a professor, a physician, a songstress, and available. It's nice to meet you.
You're a songstress?
Of course. Before I came here, I belonged to a renowned opera company. Perhaps you've heard of me? The Middlefranc Opera Company is beautiful, peerless.
Spare our colleague the needless chatter, Manuela. Now then, it seems you'll be taking charge of one of the Academy's 3 houses. I expect you haven't yet been briefed on the nature of each, have you?
Do you really not know? Fine. I'll do you a favor and explain. The Officers' Academy is comprised of 3 houses of students, each of which is closely affiliated with its region of origin. The Black Eagle House is for students from the Adrestian Empire. Their house leader this year is Edelgard, the Imperial Princess, who is in line to be the next Emperor.
The Blue Lion House is for students from the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. Their house leader this year is Prince Dimitri. He is to be the next king of Fargus.
Lastly, there is the Golden Deer House, which is for students of the Leicester Alliance. Their house leader is Claude, grandson to Duke Regan, the leader of the Alliance.
To think that the next Emperor, King, and Sovereign Duke are all here. It certainly is a promising year for the Academy.
I'll say. I just hope none of those little treasures cause any trouble.
Quite. For now, I suggest taking a stroll around the Academy to get your bearings. And when you've a moment, please stop by my research laboratory.
The old man has a point. Oh, and keep in mind that I've only notified the house leaders that you're our new professor. It's more fun that way. I suggest you try spending time with the students. Some odd ducks in that bunch, but they're good kids. I'm sure Lady Rhea will have more information for you tomorrow, but that should get you going. Good luck. You'll meet...
Oops. Sorry.
Have you no intention of changing your mind, Rhea? Appointing a stranger, a child no less, as a professor at our esteemed academy is...
I have made my decision, Sedith.
2 seconds, just pouring out juice. So,
I know worrying comes naturally to you, but there is truly no need. That stranger is Gerald's flesh and blood, after all.
I can't say that's all too comforting. How trustworthy is this Geralt character? Is he not the man who went missing after the Great Fire 21 years ago? I would remind you that Flayn is now here with us as well. I beg of you, please consider whether this is an unnecessary risk.
overprotective, Daddy.
Seteth, they have my trust. Let that be enough for you as well. More importantly, I have received a report from Shamir. I am increasingly concerned about a matter regarding our suspicious individual. We cannot ignore those who harbor ill will toward the church, especially if they are frequenting Garrick Mach.
Yes, that matter is of great importance as well. I shall continue my investigation. Rhea, for now I will have faith that you are placing your trust with the utmost care. I pray that nothing occurs to shake that confidence.
I wonder how it goes if you actually side with Edelgard. That's the only reason I have for playing that route after I'm done here. Is just to see why you would want to side with Edelgard. Oh, there's Claude. And all the Golden Deer students. Ignatz, Lorenz, Hilda. Oh, there's Raphael. Sophia and Marianne and Leonie. Oh, and that would be Edelgard. That's Hubert to her right. Oh, Bernie hiding on the table. That's Ferdinand. Lintart. Petra and Caspar. Oh, Dorothea. And there's Bernie. Oh, now we're on to the Blue Lion house. There's Ash and Annette. There's Ingrid and Sylvain. Mercedes and Felix. And oh no, that was the dude. There's Felix now, and there's Dimitri. And now we're up to Sarah's, Rhea, whatever you might call her.
Of course.
Certainly looks better than the skill you had for Nemesis. Hello, Rhea.
I assume you are already aware that you will be teaching here at the Officers' Academy, correct? To start, please speak with the 3 house leaders. You should also take a look around the academy and acquaint yourself with your new home. That is your first task here at the monastery. Please let me know if you accept it. Once you have finished, come and speak with me. May I ask a favor of you?
I've already got like 3 vulneraries and 1 of every weapon. Because I stole them from the others. There's Alois and Seteth. Let's go see if there's anything in Seteth's room. Oh, Rhea's room here.
You there? Ha! I imagine you were a bit surprised that I recommended you as a professor here. Frankly, we had someone else in mind for the role, but they ran off during our dust-up with the bandits. Can't entrust students to someone who's abandoned them once before, huh?
You saved the lives of the students you came across. That, at least, was admirable. Now you should make the rounds. Go around the monastery and see that you greet everyone.
Maybe just takes you straight down to the first floor without even getting to the actual stairs. And now you're in the main. Well, it's not the dining room. It's, well, not the canteen, but it's the dining room. Right. Okay. Do. There's Edelgard. That reception hall. Yeah. Oh, now all the students appear. Just like magic, they appear at the brickwork. Hello, Edelgard.
So, you've accepted a teaching position here. Pity. I was hoping you would lend your strength to the Empire. I never properly introduced myself, did I? My name is Edelgard von Hresbelk. I am the princess and heir apparent of the Adrestian Empire. I wonder if you'll be tasked with leading the Black Eagles. I hope you've had a chance to meet everyone. Would you like to know more about any of the Black Eagles?
Sure. Tell me about everyone, starting with you.
Me? Well, some think I'm a bit distant. Arrogant, even. But there's little to be done. One day, I must rise to become Adrestia's next emperor. What else? Well, it seems to me that we may have similar personalities.
Uh-huh. So her strengths is swords, axes, authority, and heavy armor, which is for her noble lord class and for her fortress knight class.
Hubert is the heir of Marquis Vestra. He has served me since I was a child. You may think his blood runs a bit cold, but actually that's rather accurate. Still, if you can get past that, you'll see he's quite astute and reasonable.
Right. So he's got weakness to faith, which means that he can't learn it as well as any other skills.
For some reason, he thinks of me as a bitter rival and is always trying to challenge me. It's terribly irritating. His house is that of Dugaya, which produces Adrestia's prime ministers. That family is, perhaps, too pleased with its own status.
Yeah. Ferdinand von Eyre, that is who you are. His stats are much lower than Edelgard's to start with, but he is a pretty good unit within the game. And that grants hitting a void plus 15 when he's at full HP is an amazing ability. Along the fact that he's got no weaknesses and he's only got strengths in sword, spear, axe and horses. Which puts him in line for either Great Knight or even what I had him as a Holy Knight. You can even blind him up as a Pegasus, well not Pegasus Knight but a Wyvern Rider. Because that'd be pretty good for him as well as Wyvern Rider. A spear wielding Wyvern Rider. Lundhart.
He's remarkably intelligent, but he only wishes to apply himself to tasks that particularly interest him, and nothing else. He's also fond of, well, napping. If he had any work ethic or sense of duty to speak of, I suppose he would be destined to become an official of the Empire.
He's also a very good mage. Making him a Holy Knight would be probably optimal for him. Caspar.
He's the second son of Count Bergliez. He has no inheritance in his future, which is perhaps why he's always so eager to prove himself. He's overly energetic and rushes headfirst into any battle. If he ends up in your care, be sure to keep a close eye on him.
Okay, and Caspar's good at axes and fisticuffs, which makes him an ideal War Master. Anybody next to him suffers a void -10 during combat. Any foe next to him suffers a void -10 during combat, to be more precise. Which is very good because it makes his accuracy go up. But not only his accuracy, anybody who's aiding him, their accuracy goes up as well. Because the foe's void goes down, so it makes it easier for anybody aiming at someone next to Caspar. He's bad at authority, bows, and reason. That's not a bad thing. I had him as a Wyvern Lord though. He's a very good Wyvern Lord.
She's Count Varley's only daughter. I suppose you could say she's a bit eccentric, but she seems like a gentle soul.
She's good at spears and bows, and she's a very, very, very good bow knight. So she doesn't need anything else, especially the persecution complex. It means that when she loses HP, she gets a lot more attack. It's a very good ability for her.
I believe she's shut herself away in her quarters and doesn't care to leave, but don't worry, I'll make sure she finds her way to class. She's Count Varley, I believe.
Dorothea.
Few commoners have joined the Black Eagle House, but Dorothea is an exception. She's a songstress from a famous opera company in the Empire. I'm not entirely sure what brought her to the Officers' Academy.
So her ability, songstress, means that anybody next to her gets healed by 10% of their HP at the start of each turn. That is exceptionally a brilliant ability if you want to have her as a backup healer. I mean, her weaknesses is riding and flying and faith. That is not a bad thing, because she becomes a decent healer because she has physic, which lets her heal at a long range. So building her up in the faith is not bad, even though it's a weakness. Strength is sword and reason. That means she becomes either a very good dancer or a very good mortal savant. I had her as mortal savant and she was very good at that.
To the west of Fodlan is an archipelago called Bridget. Petra is the granddaughter of their king. Bridget is a vassal state of the Empire, which is how she came to be enrolled here. She's incredibly smart and studious.
So she has strengths in sword and bow and axe and flying. So she can either become a very good wyvern rider or a very good assassin. And her hunter's boon ability that grants a crit plus 20 when the foe's HP is less than 50. That is a very good ability. If she's like an assassin who's attacking someone after someone else has got to them. So the first person knocks her health down and she comes in and just annihilates them with a crit plus 20. Also it works for a wyvern rider as well if she comes in second with the axe. Especially when you're going against a boss. Like the golems or any of the monsters that have a lot of health. She is really good for like coming in after the other people who have damaged it a bit. Right, so that is the entirety of the Black Eagle House, which we won't be recording.
Greetings! You must be the new professor. What a pleasure. As for me, my job is to stand here at this glorious entrance and leisurely watch over the comings and goings of everyone. Make folks smile, you know? And by that, I mean to vigilantly guard this entrance with my very life. No levity whatsoever. As of now, nothing to report.
Yeah, and also note I'll need the Linthart for Leonie to get her paralogue. So I'll probably be recruiting Linthart out of the Black Eagles into my class. But there's also Lysithea needs Ferdinand. So I need Ferdinand and Caspar out of the Black Eagles. Raphael and Ignatz go together, so there's no need to recruit anybody else other than them. Marianne goes on her own. Hilda goes with Cyril, who you get naturally anyway. Hello, Claude.
Well, scored a teaching gig here, did you? Talk about a great first impression. I guess that means I'd better introduce myself properly. I'm Claude von Regan. I'm from the ruling house of the Leicester Alliance, but don't worry too much about all that madness. I'm guessing you don't know which class you'll be teaching yet, do you? I bet you'd like ours. We're not as difficult as the other two. Have you met the folks from the Golden Deer House yet? Care to know more about anyone?
Sure. Let's go through the Golden Deer now. So let's start with Claude himself.
Piqued your interest, have I? as luck would have it, I'm pretty curious about you as well. But what's life without a bit of mystery? Let's just spend the next year or so learning about each other little by little.
Yeah, so Claude's strengths is flying, sword, authority, and bow. And that tells you how his classes are going to be. As a lord, sword and authority will be good strengths for him. But the bow and the flying is because his lord's ability after later on he gets is a wyvern riding bow user, which is frankly ridiculously overpowered. But yeah, whatever, he has a strength of 12, which is fucking amazing. As well as a charm of 9, and yeah. He has a weakness for faith and spears, so that's okay. Lorenz.
He's the heir of Gloucester territory. If you haven't already picked up on him, he's a bit arrogant and fancies himself a ladies' man. That said, deep down he's really devoted and honest. Though I wouldn't mind never hearing him talk about his noble obligations ever again.
Yeah, Lorenz, he works better when you got a battalion on him, and his strengths are spear, reason, and horses, which means he becomes an amazing Dark Knight. Apparently, I've never had him up yet, so. But I've been training him before, and he'll become a good Dark Knight from what I can see. Which I never actually used him apart from the power lock, and that was it. So Raphael's next.
He comes from a merchant family, but his parents died in an accident. Seems like he's had a rough life. Despite all that, he's just about the most cheerful guy you'll ever meet. His passions are training, eating, and actually that's about it.
His passions are training and eating. So Raphael is by default a brawler. As you see, he's got strength in axes, fists, and heavy armor. So he can either become your fortress knight, or a brawler, and eventually war master or great knight. But he's got a weakness to horses. But don't let that stop you, because I got to do into a great knight class. And he would have a weakness to horses, so yet the weakness to horses does not matter. Yeah, so he is a really good Great Knight or War Master. And I'll be taking him the War Master route. No, don't give me any shit about Great Knight. I'm going War Master with him. I was really off about brawlers at first, but after trying them, trying Byleth as a brawler, it is actually a really good class. So Raphael will be going War Master. So we'll be using axes and brawling. Ignatz.
He's the second son of a merchant family. Since his brother will inherit the business, he's training to become a knight. If you ask me, it doesn't seem like he truly wants to be a knight. He's probably just doing it to please his parents.
So sword and bow and authority for him means he'll become a real good thief. However, I will be probably making him an archer at first to get an extra hit plus 20. Because his ability is hit plus 20 already. So an extra hit plus 20 on him is going to be really useful. 40% extra chance to hit people is never be sneezed at. And that's additive, not multiplicative. But he's really bad at flying, but that's no problem, because the flying units for males is only wyverns. And you need axes for that, and then, yeah, I'd rather just have him as, you know, an archer and then an assassin. With, yeah, archer and assassin maybe. Or maybe swordmaster. An archer to swordmaster would be really fun. Be an archer for a sword and just run around stabbing people, and then become a swordmaster afterwards. No, that suits me. That means we'll have nobody to open chests. I'll have to buy keys, unless I just recruit somebody from outside the house to become a thief. Lysithia, Gremry Lord here.
Lysithia is the daughter of Count Ordelia, and is probably the youngest student here.
But I'll probably take her a Valkyrie. The new class that got unlocked when we completed the DLC.
But watch out. She gets angry if you treat her like a child. As for me, I do it on purpose. You have to make your own fun in this place, you know?
So she's a really good magic stat. And she does good in both faith and reason and authority. But I will be trying her out for Valkyrie, like I said, or maybe Dark Flyer. Valkyrie or Dark Flyer? I might go for Dark Flyer actually for her. Because, yeah, having a mobile unit that can kill people with magic is just fun for me.
Marianne is Margrave Edmund's daughter, and that's pretty much all I know about her. She doesn't interact much with other students, so I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of folks here have never even heard her speak.
Yeah, so her ability to heal herself by standing next to a horse or a pegasus or a dragon, a wyvern rather, is really useful in some ways. Her strengths are swords and faith and horses and flying, so she could become a really good, Valkyrie, which in exchange for losing the double uses of magic gains extra range, and if you master magic skills up to S class, you get extra range anyway. So it'd be like a really, really long ranged fucking magic user. And someone like Flame with that would be really useful. Otherwise, we can make her a Valkyrie, not a Valkyrie, a Dark Flyer as well, and have her flyer, because she has got strengths in both flying and riding. But our default Holy Knight path is quite useful as well. I can't remember what the Dark Flyer's abilities are. Pass. I think I remember since I just did the DLC this morning. Right, Hilda.
Hilda is the only daughter of Duke Goneril. It seems her father and brother coddle her quite a bit. If you look up lazy in the dictionary, her picture won't be there because she never got around to submitting it. Not too unusual for a noble, I guess.
So, her ability of axes. She can't become a War Master because it's exclusive to males. So the only other thing she can do with axes is become a Wyvern Rider. Which is fine by me, to be honest with you. Wyvern Riders, you can never have too many Wyvern Riders in the party, as far as I'm concerned. Wyvern Rider's always good. But her ability to make allies that are male next to her deal 3 more damage is a pretty useful ability as well, because she can fly in, hit something, and land next to it. Or next to where the next person will come in, and then bring the male in, and they can do 3 more damage while walloping the thing with her standing next to them. Plus the ability you get from, what is it, Brigand, that gives you Death Blow, that's even more amazing. Ah, yes. That's an amazing ability as well. So, yeah, she'll be probably going Wyvern Rider.
Hilda is the only... If you look up...
And then there's Leonie.
Leonie enrolled because she wants to be a mercenary. I think she said that her father is a hunter. She's pretty blunt and as stingy as they come. A habitual saver, too. I think she's hoping to repay her village for helping to send her here.
So Leonie has got a strength in bow, lance, and horses, which makes her ideal for becoming a bow knight. Which is fine by me, because Ignatz is probably going to become Swordmaster, so I don't have a bow user. So having her as a bow user, and her weapon she gets from the paralogue is a bow, so having her as a bow user would be actually quite useful. So going for archer for her, and then going with sniper, then bow knight would be quite useful for her. But yeah, so she'll probably be bow knight. Yeah, that's Golden Deer.
What do you think?
Oh, the students. So let's go talk to these ones just now. Lorenz, hi.
Ah, you must be the renowned mercenary who rescued Claude. Honestly, you should not have troubled yourself over the likes of him. My name is Lawrence Hellman Gloucester. You will want to remember it.
Oh, there's Leonie and Raphael.
Are you someone's guest? The dining hall's that way, if that's what you're looking for.
No, Raphael. That's Captain Gerald's kid. Hi, I'm Leonie Pinelli, Captain Gerald's first and greatest apprentice. I'm sure he's told you about me.
Nice to meet you. I'm Raphael Kirsten. Who are you again?
Who are you again?
So you're the skilled mercenary who saved Claude, are you?
Oh, you are? It's such an honor to meet you. Ignatz Victor. My parents are Alliance merchants.
And I am Lysithia von Ordelia. Please do not forget it.
It's like this. What do you
And then Marianne and Elder.
Hey, are you that mercenary? Everyone's been talking about you. I'm Hilda Valentine Goneril, and her name is...
Marianne von Edmund.
Are you joining the Knights of Saros or something? Well, I look forward to seeing more of you.
Yeah, so for this playthrough, here's future waifu right here, Marianne. I might even make her dancer, rather than a Holy Knight or the Dark Flyer. We need a dancer, and she'll be a good dancer because she uses swords. She gets a sword as a hero's weapon, or hero's relic. And she's very fucking good. So having her start out with an ability that lets her use swords is pretty good. Hello.
This classroom belongs to the Blue Lion House. Our house leader is Prince Dimitri. All of us here hail from the Holy Kingdom of Fargus.
Yeah, okay, let's go see the one that was outside the Golden Deer.
The Golden Deer House is for students of the Leicester Alliance. Our house leader is heir to the Alliance's leadership, House Regan. We have plenty of other prominent nobles as well.
So I am not going to be on a quest to recruit everybody this time. I will recruit as many as I can, but I'm not going to recruit everybody. Now, Dimitri.
Please accept my apologies for the other day. You came to our aid, yet I hadn't even the courtesy to properly introduce myself. I am Dimitri Alexandra Blathid, Crown Prince of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. Of course, at the Academy, I am simply a student. And I've heard word that you are to become a professor here. Delightful news. I still have much to learn, but I'm confident I could benefit greatly from your guidance. In any case, welcome to the monastery. I hear you're investigating the different houses here. Did any of the Blue Lions catch your attention?
Yes. So let's start with Dimitri.
Me? Oh, please forgive me. It's difficult to open up on the spot, don't you think? I'm afraid my story has not been a pleasant one. I do hope that doesn't color your view of me, but I understand if that can't be helped.
Yes, his strength is in swords, spears, and authority. Because that's his lord abilities, is sword, spears and authority with a bit of sword on the side. Yeah, Lord for him is good for him. The Great Lord class is good for him. Dimitri is just a killbot. That is all you can say about him. He's good for killing things. Dedu
was born in Dusker, and has been loyally working in my service for the past 4 years. He's rather taciturn, but once you get to know him, you'll see he's a kind and good-natured young man.
Yeah, so Dedu's ability for defense +4 if you do nothing but wait. He's a perfect lure tank. He just stands there and lures units in while they try to hit him and do no damage because his defense is just through the fucking roof. Yeah. And he's got axes and spears and heavy armor and fisticuffs as his strengths, which means he makes a good war master or even a fortress knight. And the spear as well means that he can easily become a great knight, despite the fact that his horse riding is his weakness. Because I had him as a great knight, and yeah, he's a good unit overall. Just the reason I call him to do no damage is because most enemies do no damage to him. It's only Wyvern Riders and War Masters that can actually damage him.
Felix is the heir to House Fraldarius. He has a bit of a sharp tongue, but don't let that fool you. Deep down, he's a good guy. He gravitates toward people who are skilled. Perhaps you would enjoy a friendly competition with him sometime.
Yeah, so Felix has got a weakness to reason, but a strength in sword, bow, and fisticuffs. Yeah, so you can become a really good war master or a sword master, and then they're promoting to mortal savant afterwards. But his weakness to reason makes it hard to make him a mortal savant unless you start out early trying to get him to be a mortal savant. Much like they do, you have to start him off early to do that. Oh, hang on.
Felix, he gravitates...
This ability's got as well, Lone Wolf. Units deals 5 extra damage and no battalions assigned. That is entirely useless. Yeah, I'm just going to say that up front. At the start of the game, it is useful. At the end of the game, it is entirely useless. Half the battalions I'll put on him have more than +5 strength on them. So that 5 extra damage is entirely pointless. Whatever. Ash.
He's the adoptive son of Lord Lenato of Castle Gaspar, but I hear he was born a commoner. He has an extremely earnest personality, so I'm certain he will approach your lectures with great enthusiasm.
So he has a strength in axe, as well as bows. So he could probably become a war master. Or a bow knight. I had him as a bow knight and he was pretty fun as a bow knight. But war master seems fun. I might even just recruit him to be to use the lockpick ability he has, which lets him open doors and chests, and have him as a war master, so he has extra movement. Sylvain.
Sylvain is the heir to House Gautier. He is a capable person who highly values his friends. That said, well, he's always been a bit of a skirt chaser, so to speak. Pardon my bluntness. I speak with him about it often, but it doesn't seem to help.
So Sylvain is a really good Dark Knight, and also a Great Knight, with his axe ability as well as the spears and the riding for his strengths. He can become a Great Knight very easily, or a Dark Knight. But his magic's really lacking, so I found him being the Dark Knight was not that great. So becoming a Great Knight though would be good for him, but also bad because the Great Knight class actually sucks in some ways. Because it's not really for spears, that class. You need to build up your axes, which means you use the axes a lot, and then by that point your spears are falling behind. Well, your spear skills are falling behind. Yeah, so you can go Great Knight with him, and that's the only good route for him for physical strength, but yeah. Yeah, and he's the opposite, as in, if it's a female near him, he does more damage and takes less damage. That's his personal ability, because he's a, skirt chaser. Mercedes.
I hear she was born to imperial nobility, but a twist of fate brought her to the kingdom. She may seem carefree on the surface, but she's actually a kind soul who pays careful attention to everyone around her.
Yeah, so her ability, when healing an ally with white magic, unit recovers the same amount of HP. Entirely pointless. She probably isn't taking damage anyway, so unless she's got white magic as like a dancer class, so she's up front and dancing for people and doing sword avoid abilities. She would probably she probably won't be using that. But her real strength is just magic, pure magic, so she become a Gremry quite easily. However, dancer class, given her ability to use swords, all good, her weakness to sword is really, really bad for dancer class. If you plan to use that sword, unless you just plan to hold your sword to get the avoid ability so she can stand up front. Annette?
Annette is Baron Dominic's niece. She is a talented student who scored extremely high marks at the Royal School of Sorcery. She's cheerful and hardworking. Brilliant, really. Though she can be a bit oblivious at times. I hear she caused an explosion in the kitchen last night.
So she's got a strength in axes, and authority and reason. Those three skills do not go together. Yeah, I suppose if you wanted axes of her, you could just go War Master, because she does get an axe from her paralogue, but she's only available in the Blue Lions route. So otherwise, if you're going to recruit her, just go Magic and Grimoire, or the new Dark Flyer or Valkyrie classes with her. She's entire. Or there's the Cleric option, the War Cleric, but isn't that? No, I don't know. What's the War Cleric? Is it axes or? I think it's what do you call it? Brawling, fisticuffs ability. So her axe ability wouldn't benefit there. Ingrid. Previous waifu, and a really amazing dodge tank.
Ingrid is Count Galatia's daughter. She is also a childhood friend of Felix, Sylvain, and myself. She is diligent, industrious, and principled. In truth, she is more knightly than most knights you will ever meet.
Yeah, so her strengths are swords, spears, horses, and flying, which means she becomes a very good cavalry unit and also a very good wyvern rider or falcon knight. I personally prefer the falcon knight, Pegasus Knight, falcon knight tree, but the wyvern rider was really awesome for her as well. And her ability gives her more might and hit percentage with gambits. So she's also really good for like a falcon knight that flies in and uses its gambit and then flies out. But the problem is there's not many good gambits for flyers. That's the only real limitation on that.
I appreciate your effort.
No, continue exploring. I'm still going to talk to everybody. I'm not done talking to people yet.
Hey there, are you the mercenary who saved His Highness? It's an honor to meet you. I'm Sylvain Jose Gautier. Feel free to say hi whenever you like.
I wonder if I was playing a female character.
Hi there, you must be the one everyone's talking about. I'm Ash, great to meet you. This here is Dedu. He serves Prince Dimitri.
I have heard that you rescued His Highness. Words cannot express my gratitude. Should you ever require my strength, please know that I will hasten to repay this debt.
Oh, Felix and Ingrid.
I have heard all about what you did from Prince Dimitri. As a citizen of Fargus, I thank you.
He also said you're quite skilled. And he doesn't just say things like that. I look forward to sparring with you and beating you.
Felix, must you always speak of fighting right away? Oh, and, you may call me Ingrid. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
And finally, Annette and Mercedes.
And who's this? You don't look familiar at all. Do you work here at the monastery?
Oh, Mercy! Do you think this is that mercenary people have been talking about?
Now that I think about it, that does sound like something Dimitri may have said. I suppose you'll be enrolling at the Officers' Academy too, then? Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Mercedes, and this is my best friend.
I'm Annette. It's nice to meet you.
Hey.
Okay.
Finally, all the Black Eagles.
This is the classroom of the Black Eagle House, which is for students from the Adrestian Empire. Our house leader is Princess Edelgard. There are many other nobles among our ranks as well.
Here we go, Bernie and Ferdinand.
What? I don't talk to strangers.
Bernadetta, this is no stranger. Our house leader owes this person a great debt. I am Ferdinand von Eyre, legitimate son of the Eyre family, the Empire's foremost house. Are you going to join our class? I look forward to getting better acquainted with you.
Yeah, I like Bernie and Ferdinand. They are both really, really amazing units. fair, Bernie as a fucking bow knight is just overpowered.
Well, aren't you just lovely? Is this your first time in the monastery? Shall I show you around? Oh, my name is Dorothea. Before I joined the academy, I was a member of an opera company in the Empire. You should hear me sing sometime.
Yeah, because if Bernie can double someone and they get to hit her back during that double, they'll regret it because she is more powerful the more damage she is.
Is it true that you saved Edelgard? That's incredible. The name's Caspar, by the way. Pleased to meet you.
I'll be recruiting you later, Caspar.
Linhard, goodbye.
Sheesh, Linhard. How'd you get into the academy with those manners? So, are you a student here too? Maybe we'll be in the same class.
I am Hubert, a humble servant of Lady Edelgard. I heard you came to the aid of Her Highness. You have my most sincere thanks. This is Petra. She has come all the way from Brigid to study in the Empire. Back on her archipelago, she is actually a princess. In Fodlan terms, she would be called heir to the throne.
Hello, I am called Petra. I am pleased to be meeting with... I am pleased to have met you.
No, continue exploring. We're not going back to Rhea just yet. We've got people to talk to. I left. We don't go until we're spoke to everybody.
What do you want? I am Yuritsa. I teach here. Weapon instruction. These are the training grounds. Goodbye.
Hello, Mr. Death Knight. Totally not a Death Knight. That's totally not a Death Knight there. Totally. Totally.
Yes.
Hi.
Now, let's go see everybody else. Hello, Cyril.
I'm real busy, so could you please move along now? Thanks. Okay, now, what else did Lady Rhea need doing today?
You're getting recruited, Cyril. You're definitely getting recruited.
Here I am again, the office of the Captain of the Knights. That said, I'm merely here to assist. Apparently, the current captain is getting on in years. I hear the captain has a hard time keeping up with the responsibilities of the job. That's where I come in.
Let's see.
Someone around there as well. Tomas. Alright.
This is my research laboratory. I've worked hard to furnish it with the rare materials and purpose-built equipment required for my work.
Yeah. Wonder what that crest could be. It's totally not like it's part of a crest, it's bigger.
Oh, Professor! Dropping by so soon? I expected we'd take some time, exchange a few smiles as we passed in the hall, flirt a bit, you know. Well, you're here now, and I do like a man who knows what he wants. Lock the door. Huh. That welcome didn't faze you at all, did it? What's the matter? Don't you like me? Or are you just so innocent you don't understand me?
Possibly both.
Welcome to the library. Here you may find literature from the far reaches of Fodlan.
Hello, totally not a dark mage.
I am Tomas, the librarian. If you have need of me, do not hesitate to ask. I have worked here for... I have lost track of the decades, it seems.
Or you never asked him for his tenure before you know, killed him and took his body. Spoilers. Right, so...
Let's see.
Go see Rhea now.
How are you enjoying your time at the Academy thus far? I hope you have found our halls brimming with the vitality of well-intentioned souls.
I suppose it is time for you to take charge of one of our 3 houses of students. I must note that I am personally against entrusting someone as lacking in trackable history as yourself with such a task.
The Black Eagles, the Blue Lions, and the Golden Deer. All so different. I hope you've made it a point to get to know each of them.
Since you are new here, we have decided to allow you first pick. Manuela and I will take charge of the remaining 2 houses.
No, we are going Golden Deer this time. Hello, Claude.
So you have chosen the Golden Deer led by Claude, correct?
Yes.
Your heart has made its choice then. All I ask is that you guide these open minds with virtue, care, and sincerity.
They are all promising youths who bear the weight of Fodlan's future upon their shoulders. I hope you appreciate what an honor it is to lead them.
Brother? Oh, I am so sincerely sorry. I did not mean to interrupt.
Hello, Saint Cephaline. I mean, Flame. You're totally not Saint Cephaline.
I'm in the middle of something, Flame. Is it urgent?
No, it's nothing. More importantly, who is this?
This is our newest professor at the Academy.
Oh my! A new addition to the Officers' Academy! I am so very pleased to meet you, Professor. I am Sedith's little sister, Flame. I am so happy to make your acquaintance.
Let us focus on the topic at hand. There is something you should be aware of. In a few days' time, there will be a mock battle between the 3 houses, intended to gauge the current progress of the students. We will be using this battle as an opportunity to ascertain your own abilities as well. Please do not disappoint the Archbishop. That is all.
Wait, what? Are you really our new homeroom professor?
Is that true? You aren't quite what I had pictured. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean that the way it sounded.
I was sure you'd be roped into joining the Knights.
Don't tell me. You chose this class just to get to know me better, right? I'm flattered, really. Whoops. Now that you're our professor, maybe I should choose my words more carefully.
Yeah, ever.
Oh, well then. Since we're pretty close in age and all, I suppose formalities aren't all that necessary.
One must truly marvel at the exceptionality of this appointment. Becoming a teacher to students almost the same age as yourself. How unusual. I've heard you are a skilled mercenary, but I cannot shake my discomfort at your new position.
Are you really as strong as they say? Let's see your biceps. I bet I packed on more muscle than you.
I doubt that. Apparently our new professor was personally recommended by Alois, one of the Knights.
As far as skill goes, I saw it with my own eyes. What's more, Teach here is the child of the most renowned former captain of the Knights of Seiros.
I heard. There's no way a child of the captain isn't worthy. It's simply not possible. The captain? Who are you talking about? Captain Gerald, of course. The most notable captain of the Knights of Seiros and a peerless mercenary.
He's not that well known.
Huh. It doesn't matter what you think of him. Captain Gerald deserves nothing but respect. Well, after working as a mercenary alongside a father figure such as he, I have high hopes for our professor.
Just because someone is special doesn't mean their children are special too, Lysithia. Assuming that a child is going to be exceptional just because of their lineage is a bad idea.
Go on, Marianne, you got nothing to say.
Don't you agree, Marianne? Huh? Oh, yes, I suppose so.
Well, we can find out for ourselves in battle. I can't wait to see what tactics you've learned from the captain.
A battle? Shouldn't we have a welcome party or something first? I'll get the meat.
How savage. I propose a nice conversation over tea instead. I am more than willing to procure some high-quality leaves.
I'm always good for tea.
Tea? You can't get to know someone over tea. There's no meat involved. It's not a party.
Your common sensibilities are grating to my noble ears. Please quiet yourself.
Sorry for the bickering, Teach. As you can see, the Golden Deer House is a rowdy bunch. We're not especially unified. You'll find nobles and commoners alike here. Those who are dedicated to their studies alongside slackers. But hey, that just makes your life more exciting, right? I really hope you're looking forward to the year ahead as much as I am.
I'm looking forward to seeing how Raphael goes as a War Master. Because I've seen the tanks of the Fortress Knights and the Heavy Knights, and I am not impressed that much.
Say, while you're here, I'd like to use this device I designed to determine whether the power of a crest resides within you. Won't hurt a bit. Promise. You don't know about crests? Well, allow me to tell you everything, absolutely everything about them. Is your calendar clear? This will take a while. Crests are a fascinating topic, but before one can dive deeply into said topic, one must first understand what crests are. They are power incarnate. They are said to have been bestowed upon humans by the goddess countless ages ago. They exist within the flesh and are passed down through bloodlines. Those who carry crests may excel at magic, display exceptional strength, or any number of boons. Each crest has its own power, the nature of which is beyond mortal understanding. For now.
And you think I have a crest, which I've already used twice in the prologue.
I suspect as much, yes. But we won't know for sure unless I look into the matter.
And if you're paying attention when it appeared, you'd know what one of the things it does.
As I said, crests are passed down through the blood. However, just because someone carries a crest does not necessarily mean their descendants will inherit it as well. Only a scarce few descendants of a crest's bloodline end up inheriting that crest's power. Perhaps one of your ancestors bore a crest, and you just happen to inherit it. That is how a crest usually presents itself, after all.
In Byleth's case, it's a different thing altogether, why he gets his crest. But I'll leave that for Lady Rare to explain at the end of the game. What do you go look into it?
Of course. I'll get to the bottom of it straight away. Now then, please go ahead and hold out your arm over this device here. What is this? A pattern I've never seen before. Is it possible an as yet undiscovered crest has been detected?
Nope, it's just one you don't recognize because it's close up.
To think there are still crests out there that even I am unaware of. How thrilling! Ahem. Pardon my unrestrained jubilation. I have much to consider. You may leave now. I have more research to do in regard to this crest. Yes, so very much more research. But for now, your work here is done. What could this line here be indicating? Perhaps it represents a lack of symmetry. Or perhaps... What in the world? Oh, I see. It may be connected to that, but to a greater degree than usual.
With each moon, professors of the Officers' Academy receive a schedule for the month ahead. It notes the days on which events and missions will take place that month. Pay careful attention to your schedule, so that you may thoughtfully plan what you intend to do each month, and when.
Okay, so this tells you how to use your schedule, but I have already did such things. So, we're going to Explorers, because that's the only thing we've got to do. Yep, I can use... Yeah, I heard the girl's voice. And the Chalice of Beginnings. That seems like a really good ability. Plus 10,000 renown. On top of the 33,000 I already have. What's this? Okay. That's just basically Felix' outfit. What? Wearing Sophie's outfit, right. And there's a dancer ensemble. Yeah. Yeah, professor level, we'll just bump that right up to A+, straight off the bat. Now I can have adjutants. Skill levels of Violet. Let's see, if I bump Bo up to E+, I can easily get to Archer class. And that way I can start learning the hit plus 20 for that. I also want, like I said, I'll be going... I want my authority right up to DS, which costs 4,000, but I think it's worth it because I want to see what S plus gives you. Yeah, I want to see what S plus leadership gives you. So I'm just bumping up to SS now, and then another one I was going to go for, like I said, I would be going, what was it? Punch Lord, but I'll be using, yeah, I want to use Brawling a bit here, because, you know, Brawling actually is a pretty fun class. And if I can master War Master, that would be really good. So I'll probably need axes as well, but I'll build up axe and brawl at the same time, so that's fine. I don't need to bump that up with renown. How come I don't have Keyhole or Seth Leon? Regan, Charon, Beast, Indec. I should have Indec because I complete the game with Bernadetta. And an S-classed her as well. So I got Daphne and Bleefith. I'm not going to buy the crest items just yet. I'm going to see what I can get. Yes, I got Dark Mage there, Brawler there, Mercenary there. If I can add Archer onto that, means I can hit plus 20 anytime I want. Sorry, Fighter and Myrmidon. So if I can add Archer, I get... no. Fight, no. If I'm going for Brawl, it'll be Fighter I get. Yeah, Fighter. So I've already done that one before, so it doesn't really matter about that if I put master on that. But I mean, immediate be archer. Then advanced class would be probably going on to. I'll probably be using brawling at that point. So grappler. Yeah, grappler. So I want to see what that gives you. Just adding it onto my list. And then finally, masterclass will be the War Master. I've already mastered Mortal Savant. Marianne here has done Priest, Bishop, and Holy Knight. Hilda's mastered Fighter, and that's about it. I've never used her much. She mastered Pegasus Knight at some point, which is decent. In fact, Pegasus Knight's the one that gives you Darting Blow, does it not? So maybe worth buying her that. Yeah, Darting Blow, so that's a nice thing for her to go. Monk, Mage, Grimoire, so we'll see how she goes this time. No, I haven't got in for Raphael, Ignatz, Lorenz, or Claude because I never mastered them yet. That still leaves me a whopping 34,000. Teaching you how to fish, how to garden, and how to share a meal. Hello, Setef.
Yes. Hi.
Right. Sauna's up here, but it's not ready yet.
Listen to this.
There's your pizza.
I care nothing of friendship. If you have no business here, leave.
Listen to this. Wow, Yuritsa sure seems strong. I kind of thought he was going to be the new professor assigned to our class. After that teacher ran away during our outdoor training, I figured Yuritsa was a natural replacement. I was surprised when you were suddenly appointed professor instead. I don't think I could hold my own against Yuritsa in battle. Well, I could probably take you, though.
Not a chance.
You really think so? With enough training, I'm sure I'll beat you someday.
Caspar.
If you continue to insist on distracting me, I will have no choice but to get rid of you.
Aye, sure.
Joking, of course.
I trust you're eager to face the Black Eagles in battle.
Yep.
Enjoy the thrill of anticipation while it lasts. Soon you'll wish you had chosen to lead our house instead.
Not a chance.
These are the students' quarters. To better help you supervise them, you also have a room here. Your room is here at the end. Commoner students also reside on the first floor, while the second is primarily for students of noble birth. As a rule, we try to avoid discrimination based on social status here, but the nobility can be quite insistent when it comes to matters of propriety. Speaking of, it would be best for you to avoid improper conduct. I expect you to set a good example for the students.
Yep, I'm going to run around asking every single person I meet if this is their item. Did you lose this? Did you lose this? Did you lose this? Did you lose this?
I'm not too keen on the professor of my class. I really hope to focus more on strategy. Maybe I should talk to my professor about transferring to a different class.
I heard about the upcoming mock battle. I want you to know, Professor, that I do not intend to lose. I hereby declare my intention to prevail at... Goodness, listen to me. The thrill of competition has carried me away. I won't speak so formally of a class assignment in the future.
Let me know when you are hungry. I will make you a quality meal, as thanks for your service to His Highness.
That is a really good thing.
I have a request.
The dude is a really good cook. Yeah, I'll take you up on that offer someday to do. We don't get any lost items just yet. We've got the quest for that.
So, about the mock battle that's coming up, you don't mind me sitting it out, do you? As a fragile maiden, I'm useless in battle. I'll just cheer everyone on instead.
Uh-huh.
Did you hear the news, Teach? Looks like we're gonna have a good old mock battle between the houses. The Golden Deer House isn't exactly what you'd call an elite group just yet, so you may want to whip everyone into shape with some extra training. After all, competition is only fun if you win. To that end, I'd better prepare as well. You know, I was researching what it's like to live here long before I even enrolled. Want me to fill you in, Teach?
Sure.
Students and teachers of the Officers Academy are all free to use the facilities within the monastery. That means you can chow down with students at the dining hall or get in some one-on-one sparring at the training grounds. As you explore the monastery, try visiting the various facilities and talking to the people who live here. If you haven't noticed, there are bulletin boards in various places around here. You can check them out to see posted requests or to find more information about the market. I hear that fulfilling requests can even earn you the right to use more facilities. The bulletin board gets updated frequently, so it's probably a good idea to check it once a month.
So basically you got to do the quest to unlock things to do.
Far be it from me to tell you how to use the facilities, but it's a good idea to be mindful of how you're using your time. If you don't think about how you're spending your free time, it'll be over before you know it. Here at the Officers Academy, even professors are expected to study often to help maintain their strong leadership skills. In other words, students and teachers alike have to strive to grow in every possible field.
I'm already at max professor level.
What the?
I kind of just filled it out with my renown rather than bothering to do it.
I'm Captain Gerald's first and best apprentice. I can beat anyone, Professor. Even you if I have to. It may have been only for a short time, but I learned from the absolute best.
I was just heading back to my room,
I don't like to come out unless I really have to. Hope you're okay with that, Professor.
That's fine. I may recruit you, I may not recruit you.
Well, there's Dorothea, Hilda, and Mercedes. Lady Rhea's quite the beauty too. And I must admit, I've even checked out Professor Manuela once or twice. You know, Professor, I think I'm going to like it at the Officers Academy. There are beautiful girls as far as the eye can see. Professor, I've got a small favor to ask.
Right, go to the dining hall and actually, you know. There's Lindy, baby. Hello, Lindy, heart. There's Ash. And there's Mariana, the dogs. Oh.
The Great Tree Moon is the best time of the year for naps. I could just forget all about my assignment.
Yeah, I'm feeling sleepy too, mate.
Yeah.
I wanted to heart up with him so I can get it recruited easier. I could easily just buy his fucking B rank and be over and done with it, but... Oh, there's Cyril. Hello, Cyril.
I'm a little busy.
Can we just talk a little?
I really can't right now. I got a lot of things to do. Work and stuff like that. Why don't you look at the flowers in the greenhouse instead? They're pretty.
Okay.
Hi there.
Oh, did you come to look at the plants too? The greenhouse here is really incredible. There are so many rare flowers I'd never seen back home, and herbs I never even knew existed.
You seem well informed on the subject.
My adoptive father is the real expert. He taught me everything I know about herbs, including how to tell them apart and how to make medicines. You should try looking around the greenhouse sometime if the mood strikes you. Maybe something will catch your eye.
Just infuse it with magic.
My thanks.
I'm not particularly fussed right now. Oh. Flower seeds, nice. I'd like to see Fane playing about fishing.
Goddess, I pray to thee. Please protect us.
Unbelievable. The Imperial Princess, the Crown Prince, and the heir to the Alliance's leading house. This is one exceptional year, that's for sure. If you're a teacher here, you better watch your step. If anything were to happen to those kids, well, suffice to say that it could harm the reputation of the Church of Saros, which we've spent almost a millennium establishing.
I think you ought to be more worried about what actual Edelgard's intended to do rather than...
Hello there, Professor. Well, I call you that, but I am afraid I am not a student here myself.
For now. That's a shame.
Should the opportunity arise, I would love to become a student and begin my studies in earnest. The monastery is kind enough to provide a sanctuary for my brother and I. He's the only family I have. Might you help me with a favor?
You wish a fish, yes. And a point of note is the fish you catch. Okay, let's go. Carasias. It's somehow connected to Saint Cephaline. Flynn asks you to catch a fish, and the first one you catch is connected to Saint Cephaline. Totally not a hint there, Cephaline. I mean Flynn. I'm certain Saint Cephaline would be satisfied with this fish. Because you are Saint Cephaline. I mean, you're Flynn, you're not totally not Saint Cephaline. Thank you, I do not need debate. Oh, there's Raphael, and there's Petra in the background, and there's Felix. And there's me just standing there like a doofus. And there's Petra. Hello, Petra.
Here at the monastery, I have had many great learnings from many great people. I am hopeful to have learnings from you, too. As forever, I will do my best trying.
I'm busy. Do you want something?
Yeah, actually I was hoping to start with you.
I can't right now, but let's fight soon. I look forward to beating you.
Ugh, I really need to eat. I can't hold out until the next meal. Why can't the dining hall stay open all the time? I need to keep eating if I want to get stronger.
Right, so Marianne and Lysithia. Sure.
Eating delicious food really takes my worries away. I like this dish. It was my father's favorite.
Nice! I knew I could count on you.
And that bell tone that sounds means I've run out of activity points. Ours is time to end the day. Well, I'm going to have a look around, see if I've missed anybody, you know, like the gatekeeper over here.
Alright.
We'll talk to him in a second. I'm just exploring around these areas. But you never know what you're going to get. Share my email you. Do.
Oh.
Ah, 2 people in the classroom. Lorenz and Ignace.
Our house is that of the Golden Deer. Do you know the significance of that name, Professor? Golden deer are sacred creatures, said to have protected Leicester since time immemorial. All 3 of the houses have a meaning behind their name. You should feel free to ask around if that sort of knowledge interests you.
Blue Lions is because Luke the King of Lions. Luke the King of Lions was the one who fought for the independence of Fargus. Black Eagles because the eagle is sacred to the Empire since the days of Ceros or something like that.
Have you memorized everyone's names yet?
Yes.
I'm Ignatz, in case you forgot. I'm looking forward to learning from you.
I mean, in the first playthrough, I really had trouble remembering who was who, but yeah.
Yes, it's true that I'm the only commoner in the Black Eagle house. I knew that before the first day of class. Those people are simply exhausting.
Right.
Hello, Mercedes.
Before I came to the Officers Academy, I attended a school of magic in the Kingdom Capital. That's where I met Annie. That's what I call Annette. Oh, I guess Lawrence was at the School of Magic too. But Annie was always just so nice to me, even though I was older. She's my best friend in the world.
Here's the story. The Blue Lion House derived its name from the honorary title of the first king of Fargus. Lug, the king of lions, wore brilliantly blue garments. His chivalric exploits are recorded in multiple legends. The library holds various historical accounts regarding him and the Blue Lions. If you find time, you should read them. They're filled with insights.
Right. Then there's this one. It'll tell us about the Black Eagles properly. No, it's 30. Hello, 30.
Do you know the provenance of our class name? The Eagle. That refers to the twin-headed eagle on the Adrestian Empire's coat of arms. And black is the traditional color of the Empire's armor. Hence, Black Eagles.
Thank you, Ferdinand. I am Ferdinand von Aya. That is who I am.
Professor, hello.
Hey there.
Yes.
Hi, Professor. Have you gotten around to visiting the library yet? It's absolutely loaded with valuable information. I only wish I wasn't burdened with the necessity of sleep, so I could spend all my hours there.
You like reading?
In a manner, yes. But it's more that I want to learn as much as I possibly can.
Well, if the little limited time you have left, yes.
What the?
Point of note, Lysithea and Edelgard have the same hair colour. For the same reason. But neither of them realise that about the other one.
Do bear in mind that even as you are appraising your students, they are appraising you as well. I hope that you will do your best to form lasting bonds with your flock. Oh, and I look forward to witnessing your prowess in the mock battle.
Duckly, ducklies. Anybody here to talk to? Somebody in the library, and then there's people down here. Sethith, it looks like Manuela and Hanneman, and possibly, Alois. No, it's Gerald in here. There's Gerald, yeah.
The church has changed a lot since my time. Sedith, Hanneman, Manuela, Yuritsa, and many of the knights. None of them were around 20 years ago. Have you met Leonie yet? Apparently, it was my influence that inspired her to leave her village. Sorry to burden you, but could you watch over her for me? She's the only apprentice I've ever had.
Yeah, and how come you were apprenticing her and where was I at the time?
I think. Apparently, there is to be a mock battle between the houses.
Interesting, but I hope you understand that I have far more important things on my mind. My research is proceeding slower than I would like. Your crest is something of a challenge. Frustrating, yet also quite intriguing. I was wondering if I might get a sample of your flesh. A couple square inches would do. No? Perhaps some blood? A couple of drops on the device are all I need.
Yeah, I hear some blood.
Oh, thank you, Professor. Those few drops of blood are invaluable to my research. Oh, so much more to learn. Oh, thank you, Professor. Those few drops of blood are invaluable to my research. Oh, so much more to learn.
Righty-ho.
I think.
A mock battle? This early? Wow, Professor. They're not giving you any time to settle in, are they? Don't worry, though. Should you get injured, I will care for you all through your recuperation. I will see to you, oh so very, very personally.
What would you say if you're the female?
I think. Captain Gerald has hardly changed since 20 years ago. I've aged at least 3 times as much as he has. Why am I talking about this? Oh, right. It was because I just overheard Tomas remarking on the subject. The leader of a legendary group of knights returned. People are bound to be talking about the old captain.
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Say now. Tomas has served as the monastery's librarian for decades. Actually, he was away from Garrigmark for a spell, but he returned to his post last year. There is no one as familiar with the monastery's archives as he is.
Professor, I hear you are lacking in knowledge of the Church of Seros. The library contains countless documents about the teaching and the history of the Church. I encourage you to make good use of them.
Righty ho, now I have to go back downstairs and go through the reception hall. Oh, I got the quest in now. Yep. And
Yes. Hey there.
the Ashen Wolves are recruitable next chapter.
There are 2 types of crests. Major crests manifest their power most effectively, while minor crests are slightly weaker. It is said that the closer a person's blood relation is to various saints and heroes, the higher their chance of bearing a major crest. Of course, there are also examples of major crests manifesting in children whose parents bear no crest whatsoever. The exact nature of how and why crests are inherited is still a mystery.
Yes. I hear a member of House Hresfeld, the ruling family of the Empire, has entered the Officers' Academy for the first time in ages. It is said that the Adrestian Empire's very founding was aided by none other than Saint Seros. That is why the crest of Seros is on the Imperial flag. In recent years, a rift has developed between the Empire and the Church. Let us hope this will be a good opportunity for both parties to reforge their close relationship of years.
Sorry, I kind of accidentally skipped through that.
Hello, Professor. I have a teeny tiny question for you, if that's all right. You haven't seen a man with hair the same color as mine, a scowling face, and a generally gloomy demeanor, have you?
Looking for someone?
Well, yes. It's a bit difficult to explain. Please just let me know if you do see him, okay?
You mean Gilbert, your dad? Okay.
Indeed. As part of our commitment to the goddess, the knights undertake various missions across all of Fodlan. Assisting with the education of young nobles is also a part of our sacred duty.
Finally.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. By the by, have you ever regretted a decision and wished you could go back and undo it?
He's talking about the time skip ability.
It's too bad there's no lesson for how to turn back the old clock, huh? But I suppose a bad decision isn't worth all that fuss anyhow.
Basically, I was saying you should learn to live with your mistakes rather than have to rely on the time grind ability. Right, so... yeah, I think I got everyone now. Yep, let's go.
Much appreciated.
Right. Where's that mini ball? Could be worth it to get him a mini bow. It might be worth getting me iron gauntlets though. And that'd be the money up. So mini bow for him. Hello, all this stuff. You got vulneraries and spear. So what's this thing? The challenge of beginnings nullifies extra effectiveness. So if you're a cavalry or a Pegasus Knight or a Wyvern Rider, it will nullify the things, or heavy armor unit. It will nullify things like hammers against heavy armor, or maces against heavy armor, or bows against flyers. Or horse slayers against the cavalry units. And what else does it do? It allows you to counterattack at any range. That is a really powerful ability for anybody really. Especially if you're putting a fortress up against archers. Yes. Nothing to sell really. Go in the mission. Right. Yeah, officially on the Golden Deer route.
Time for a mock battle, eh? How should we go about this? Well, you'll be our commander, that much is for sure. Just don't screw it up and everything will be great. Got it, Teach?
Leave it to me.
Right. I'll do whatever I can to help too. I mean, I'm kind of obligated to. For example, if I add a little something to their food to upset their stomachs... Yeah, wink wink, I read you. You can't officially condone that sort of thing, right? But say, hypothetically speaking, students from the other houses started racing to the infirmary. As far as anyone knows, it could just be a harmless little stomach bug making the rounds.
Well, what a fascinating conversation you two are having. May we join?
Claude, I can't believe you would stoop to such crooked schemes to gain the advantage. Have you no honor?
What's honor?
If that was really my scheme, I wouldn't be talking about it out in the open. I'm afraid you'll have to wait until our battle to see what's really in store.
It's irrelevant anyhow. Whatever you have planned won't save you from a crushing defeat.
She has a point. Still, I'm rather eager to see what sort of schemes that mind of yours conjures up.
You heard him, Teach. We can't let these fine folks down.
No, it'll be a fair fight.
Of course, a fair fight, as all fights are. Good one, Teach. Play innocent now so they won't see it coming.
Oh, how precious. Looks like you and the students have become fast friends.
While I am pleased that you are taking the initiative to acquaint yourself with the students, I'm afraid it's about time for the faculty strategy meeting.
I'm sorry, professors. It's about time I returned to my training anyway. Claude, Edelgard, until we meet again on the battlefield, farewell.
I look forward to assessing your abilities. I hope you don't disappoint.
Night magic, okay, blah blah blah, battle preparation, okay. Okay, I gotta put away one of these vulnerables, lance, and put away this axe as well. And then I shall take the iron gauntlets. Right, so who do we actually want on the field? I know Lorenz and Ignatz are canonically there. Hilda, what's your stats? Strength and defense versus his strength and defense, which is better. I would rather... Oh, it's items, that's why I can't put her off. Yeah, Raphael, I'd rather have you on the field than her. Marianne will be good for healing, and she also have white mage, so yay. The only strength of 9, defense of 7, resilience of 2, versus his 6 and 6 and 8, so he's better round for helping us with the mages. Yeah, and his resilience is practically not even around. But he'll be good for taking on head-on fighters. So there's Ferdinand von Ayer, right up the start. Claude has got Ignatz. Lysifia's with Lorenz. So I'll take Leonie. Now, Ferdinand von Ayer and Hubert. And they've got Dorothea and Edelgard. Got Ash there. So he'll be able to draw in by using the Raphael here, and I'll hide in that bush with Marianne behind me, and Lorenz can join me with taking on Hubert or Ferdinand, or possibly switch to Ash, depending. And Claude can help out against Ash as well. Yep, so we're a perfectly balanced team. Right, let's go with this, and hopefully we won't need to reset or anything.
So, this is the stage for the mock battle. The command's all yours, Teach.
I'm sure you already understand, but the house that defeats the other two is declared the winner. Incidentally, I'll be overseeing this mock battle, so listen well if you want to win.
His hit is 112. He's a pretty accurate bugger, I mean, especially since he's at full health.
Stay focused.
Who, me?
Lorenz
I
can
stand
stand
ready.
next to me. Go stabby stabby.
I got this.
Ready and willing.
I will fight on the front lines. I can stop the enemy's advance with grace.
Do you have Lady Edelgard's permission to... I suppose I've no choice but to provide cover.
Thank you, Hubert. We are off to a terrible start.
Ash, can you move to the front lines? I want to lure the enemy this way.
Got it, Your Highness. Leave it to me.
Once you finish preparing, make your move. Did you? Mercedes? Keep our enemy occupied until then. I'm on it.
Oh my. We'll try our best.
So it was a good idea to bring you along for this.
So strong. Have to do better next time.
Right, so he's in line for Hubert. His resilience is 6 with attack speed of 2. Oh shit, Hubert's going to double at him. Oh no, Hubert's not. So 12 damage Hubert will do to him, which is fine because he's going to get punch lord by Raphael afterwards.
Son of House Ire. How did I fail? I must need to train harder. Each battle a chance to grow.
You are performing as expected, Professor. We will have to face you with our full might.
He's 100% dead.
The new professor is rather strong. I suppose I'll have to call it a day.
As expected. We must all do our part.
Now, Marianne, could you come and heal me up, please? That'll give us some support.
Well done.
We will use the forest to ambush our enemy. Everyone, I am counting on your support.
If they're waiting in the forest, we'd do well to take a detour.
Or, let's have a look at this. She's got hand axe. That is perfectly fine by me because attack speed of 2. Attack speed of 7. He can double her 16 to 7, which is 9. So he can do 18 damage to her before she even gets out of that bush. Now Lorenz is a better one going forward because he's got decent resistance to deal with Dorothea and her thunder. Attack speed of 5 versus 2. Or my 10, well, I could double her. Attack of 16 versus her defense of 4. So I would do 12 times 2, which is 24. Oh. I can just do 8 damage to her right now, but I can't double because the mini bow doesn't damage. No, weapons don't double when you're using a combat art.
Look at that, a real-life princess. I'll have to be careful not to scar that little face of yours.
Careful, Claude. I'll win no matter what, but you're only making things harder for yourself.
Losing hasn't even crossed your mind, has it? Ooh, this will be a bit of a shock then.
To shock was your intention to begin with, was it not?
Yeah.
Oh, you had Crest of Regan lets him get health back based on combat arts damage. Her physical of 4 with 0 attack speed. Her attack speed of 2 means she can't get doubled, but she'll take 15 damage off the Edelgard. Her Edelgard's resistance is 5. Hers is 12, so it'll be 7 damage. The amount of damage she'll take for that is just not worth it. That'll lure Dorothea in. And then that'll bring Edelgard closer for us to pound. That is good by me. He can't double her, which is a problem. I mean, he's going to take damage. But he could finish off, he could do damage to her without getting hit. And then Raphael could go punch her to death without getting damaged.
My. The new professor seems very capable.
Sorry, don't know my own strength.
Right, and then she could Nosferatu her, but it would be, she's got hand axe, so yeah, she would get damaged back. So in this case, it might be better just to, yeah, that would just take her out completely. I might get damaged by her in the process, but that's fine.
There can be no victory unless I defeat you. So be it.
Another step forward.
He's ready for promotion already.
It seems I've exhausted this topic.
I'm aiming high. forced to retreat. Well, things will only get tougher from here on out.
I better change that to its map animation for that. Right, assist animations off. Attack of 10, attack speed of 3. And his resilience is 6. So he'll be fine, he'll only take like 4 damage. Right, what's her resilience? 8. She's probably better to tank against her than the other way around. And that, so she do 7 damage to Manuela just by standing there tanking for us. Yeah, 2 damage to Marianne. Good luck with that. And she dodged it. As well as damaging her. Right, let's mini bow her for 11 damage. Quite hope Claude could double her if he wanted to. But yeah, so he's already level 5. Raphael, what could you do to her? 6 times 2, then take 9 damage. You can do 12 damage in 1 hit. And guaranteed hit. That is good. Well done, you do that.
Well done. I nearly wound up a patient in my own infirmary.
Plenty more where that came from.
Well done, Raphael, you're level 2.
Huh.
So, you've made it past Manuela, eh? I see now I must focus and then make my move.
In fact, we're better off hiding in the bushes, aren't we? Just let them come to us.
Beautiful work, Professor. But the true challenge starts now.
That would drain him down a bit. Yeah, what damage are you going to do to Marianne? 6 times 2.
Apologies, Your Highness. I can go no further.
You fought well.
Yeah, you can really beat her down.
Naturally.
Okay, so I can outright kill you. But we're going to drain you down with Marianne first. And then have Claude get in action.
Psst, your princeliness. You got a thing for Edelgard, right? Come on, fess up. You'll feel better.
Claude, please. This is no time for idle banter. Your defenses are wide open.
That didn't get to him, huh? What a shame. I'll find a better way to ruffle him up next time.
And now I'll punch Lord him to death.
You're a tough opponent, but I refuse to yield. Do not fool yourself into believing I will hold back.
I didn't.
I'm not setting a very good example.
My training was insufficient. I am so sorry, everyone. The rest is up to you.
Righty ho, let's get on. Just got Hanneman left to do, and her high resistance will again be crucial to killing him off. Right, so what's his attack? 18 with attack speed of 1. Versus her 8 will give her 10 damage. The attack speed of 1 versus her attack speed of 0 though doesn't really matter much. So yeah, okay, so let's put her up front. She's got the highest resistance, most likely to do something. I'll stand next to her to get support. Put Claude there as well. And Lorenz can just stand there. You take 12 damage in the process. Doesn't matter if I do that or that. The only difference is it will take 3 damage to the gauntlets that way and 2 damage to the gauntlets that way. Yeah, 12 will do. 12 for 12. She's all out in Nosferatu anyway. But what if she just attacked him with a sword? 2 damage. Guaranteed. Okay, let's just get some class XP. Well done, Marianne, you leveled up.
I wonder how much more I can learn.
Should give him a javelin. So he can finish him off. So I'm going to stand next to him. Hang on, was that a guaranteed hit? Yeah. If I stand next to him. I should get the hearts from Claude finishing him off. Because archers are just mage hunters, really.
My goodness. The leadership of someone with actual battle experience is... well, I was as good as useless.
Well, I've beat the game 2 times now in hard mode, so...
That's the golden deer for you. I've reached the pinnacle.
Intermediate seal.
All right, that's that. The winner of this mock battle is the Golden Deer House.
Great work, everyone. Even if it's just a mock battle, the taste of victory is sugary sweet.
Alright. Now we should be able to get Yuri.
Great work, Teach. That was a brilliant win.
I'm glad we won, or everyone did well. I'm glad we won.
I've been anticipating that magic moment when your tactics and my schemes entwined, and you did not disappoint. That composed expression you always sport like a permanent mask is a perfect complement to my ruthless schemes. That's a joke, of course. Mostly. To be honest, I had a bunch of other schemes planned as well, just in case the situation called for it. But I didn't have to resort to any of them. I suppose our opponents lucked out.
Well met, Professor. The breadth of your skill was on full display today. I must admit that your tactics were masterful. I shudder to think what may have transpired had it been Claude leading us into battle.
I noticed that too. We just did what you told us, and we won! I love it!
As expected from a child of the former captain of the Knights. Thank you for today, Professor. I have much to consider. I never doubted that our professor would be amazing. It was way too obvious. Don't you agree, Marianne? Huh? Me? Oh, yes, of course. Well done, Professor.
Captain Gerald taught his child well. It would have been more of a surprise had our professor proved lacking.
Don't you think it's a bit harsh to give Gerald all of the credit, Leonie? In any case, it's clear that we only won because of our new mentor's guidance.
A mercenary's wisdom and techniques are forged in battle. Those are the sorts of things you can only learn through experience. Right, Teach? But more importantly, it's time to celebrate our victory. Teach here has yet to try my well-renowned home cooking. I really do hope you'll join us. After all, I swiped some finely aged cheese from the dining hall for just this occasion.
He just says I stole it. You freely admits to stealing the cheese.
Your work with the students was remarkable. I can see Gerald trained you well. I do hope you were able to use the occasion to bond with the students.
I did.
I'm so happy to hear it. Nothing would please me more than if you used this coming year to grow closer still.
Of course, the mock battle was mere practice. The real fight is the Battle of the Eagle and Lion, which will take place during the Wyvern Moon. You are expected to properly train your students so as not to humiliate the Academy during the long-held tradition that is the coming battle.
As for today, I have called you here to tell you of your mission for the month ahead. Your class is to dispose of some bandits causing trouble nearby.
Bandits?
Those affiliated with Garreg-Mach Monastery have a moral obligation to help those in need, regardless of social standing. Students are no exception. Each month before the newly birthed moon departs, each house of students must complete their assigned mission. You shall work to complete the task at hand alongside your students and report back to the Archbishop before the deadline. Understood? I will soon provide you with the necessary details for your first mission. If I told you now, I expect you would only forget, and I despise repeating myself.
I can sense something special within your heart. I have high hopes for you.
Is it the crest stone you put there?
Bandits, they say. Do you recall when we first met? You shall not fall so shamelessly again, correct? Have you no words for me? Do not tell me that you are shocked to hear from me. You ought to know that I am always with you now. To hear my voice should not come as a shock.
Right, okay.
What is this nonsense? All I was told was to kill as many noble pipsqueaks as possible. No one said anything about the Knights of Dance Saros being on our trail.
You have proven yourself worthless, distracted by something so trivial.
Hello, Edgard.
I had hoped you would achieve your goal despite the setback. But now a child of the Knight's former captain is in play. How interesting.
Hey, this isn't what I agreed to!
Hiring a mercenary as a professor. What was that woman thinking?
Are you listening to me? How do we finish this?
You die.
What?
Underestimating the Knights was an amateur mistake. One you will pay for. The road to eternal torment awaits you all. Now I must locate your replacements.
Wait! Get back here! Damn you!
Come on, I want to get the. Come on, I want to get Yuri, and Happy, and Balfours, and
Part 1.
Constance.
White clouds. Harpstring moon. Familiar scenery. In honor of the saints whose births or deaths took place under this moon, the people perform music once beloved by those divine beings. Whether by harp, by flute, or voice alone, joyous melodies are shared between farmers as they sow their seeds across the vast plains of Tailteen and Gronder.
Tailteen, that is where Sailors battled Nemesis. And that's just up next to House Karen territory. Which is where Catherine comes from. Who we'll get to meet in the next mission. Ooh, I got $5 grand.
As you have already been notified, your mission is to subdue some bandits. Our students have been learning about combat through study, but this is a precious opportunity to provide them with practical experience. The Knights will support your mission, and are prepared to offer their assistance if necessary. In short, this is no mock battle. You must be prepared for anything. You will receive a message from the Knights when it is time to depart. Until then, use your time wisely.
More bandits. Not very original, Teach.
Not interested? You need to focus. Not interested?
Well, as long as you're with us, at least things won't be boring. In fact, it may take a turn for the interesting. And with that, I take my leave to make my final preparations.
You seem well. Are you adjusting to life at the monastery?
I think so.
Oh, I didn't expect that answer. When we were mercenaries, I handled everything. Outside of battle, you didn't have much contact with people, did you? I thought being thrown into a swarm of noble brats to teach would be a bit much for you. But I guess I had nothing to worry about. By the way, I heard about those bandits. Your first assignment is to take them out, right? That's fairly routine for you by now, but don't forget it's the first real taste of battle for those brats. It'll be tougher to sleep at night if you let one of your little pupils die. So stay vigilant and lead them well. I wish I could offer you my support, but Lady Rhea won't allow it. For now, I'll try to figure out what she wants from you. I don't mind you settling into your life here, but don't let your guard down. Ever.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm an explorer. Oh. I'm the only person who's leveled up enough to actually get a certification. We could try for that one. It's not as the pass is expensive. And passed it. What a lucky streak.
A new path to tread.
Yes. I'm not too worried about getting the archer for the 20% plus, because I can just use renown to bump up my archer skill to what I need. Oh, I hear a girl's voice. What could it mean? So we go. Oh, we have access to this there. We also have access to the training grounds and the monastery. Yeah, I mean the cathedral. Seth has a quest for us. So there's Geralt for the lost items. And that's about how to feed cats and dogs. Okay, okay. And we're going to do all the quests, and then it'll do all the stuff for talking to people, and we'll do that. And I'll do all the stuff about... I'm going to go see Abyss as well.
Those bandits really didn't think things through, did they? They had to have known the knights would be after them the moment they entered the monastery's turf. Fine by me, though. I'm raring for some real combat experience. Any chance to grow is a good thing. Is there anything else you want to ask me, Teach? About living at the monastery or combat? Anything like that? Students aren't the only ones who have something to learn from their professors. Professors can also learn from each other. If you want to, you should try trading knowledge with Professor Hanneman or Professor Manuela. The house a student belongs to is determined by where they're from, but it is possible for someone to switch to a different one. Of course, that's only if the student very strongly wants to make the change and their professor is on board with it. If you do a lot of different activities around the monastery, you'll get closer to students and they may ask you about it.
Right, Ferdy wants heavy armor, Casper wants brawling. I'm getting the brawling uppies now. So I just need to get Casper to like me. Heavy armor I can just buy up as well as the bow of renown. So bow, it costs 1,500. And Cappers once Brawl went up, but we'll do that naturally. Heavy armor for Ferdy. Just deal do. Now we just need to get Ferdy's support up.
Professor, hey, do you know how old Captain Geralt is?
Couple hundred?
That's enough, Leone. If I don't know, how could my child know?
It's not normal to forget your own age, you know. It's kind of worrisome, actually.
By the time you're forgetting your own age, you're past the point of caring.
I guess if you put it that way, you've got a point.
I have a request.
That'll get your first battalions. Yay! I've got 2 in the monastery, 1 in items up in Geralt's room. Then we'll talk to them all afterwards, then we'll go down looking for items and then hand them all out. Okay, we'll look forward to that. See the garden. Sure, just plant all them. Yeah, sure, use that special stuff. Get the yield up. The head chef wants us to go to the library and get some books.
Would you kindly do something for me?
And then let's go to the market to get the girls' quest. To feed cats and dogs.
Hey.
Where is she? Oh, she's up there. Okay.
Welcome. Please come again. Welcome. Please come again.
So...
Yeah, be quiet. I'm not talking to you just yet. I'm going to... hello?
Be serious. I need your help.
Here, have a tomato. Okay, have a fish.
Yay! Thanks.
Okay, so you can feed cats and dogs. Can't fast travel there because I haven't been there yet. Okay, so I need to run up through this place.
You there?
Hello, Alois.
A moment.
Oh, Hilda.
I was thinking.
Well,
Right, that's the cathedral.
Hi.
Choir master.
I have a favor to ask.
Seth.
Inside the cathedral, there is a chapel dedicated to the four saints. Do you know of them? Saint Indec, Saint Macule, Saint Keyhole.
Saint Sapline. Who is your favorite, Professor?
Now that you are a member of the church, be sure to familiarize yourself with our teachings and traditions. I have something to ask of you.
There's something else.
Ah, there's the books for the chef. And then get the wall sign for Gerald. Fast travel to Gerald. You hand it into Gerald. Get the information from the student.
Thanks for your help.
I got a lot of battalions, so hey ho.
said.
Professor?
Well, she's straight down there. There she is.
Bridget, Elmira, Dusker, even people from far-off lands gather here at the Academy. Word of advice, Professor. There are those who don't think kindly of such people.
And then unlocking the choir. This way, I should have got this while I was here.
You're a lifesaver.
I don't want to cook together with someone. I will cook together with Ash. We're probably getting Ash anyway, so luck +2, defense +1. Let's just go for the luck +2.
I love to cook. What are we making today? Is that so? I have a lot of experience in the kitchen. I can make just about anything. Wow.
Hey. Let's gain some support with Ash so I can get him easier onto the team.
My savior, thank you.
Ferdinand and where's Ash? Ash. Now build up some support with them as well.
Professor, let me sing for you. Do you not like my voice? It would make a Pegasus dance with joy.
Yeah, it would, Ferdinand, it would.
Am I doing all right? I hope I'm not too off.
Well done. You have my thanks.
Yeah, that's all that done, so let's go see the abyss. It only costs 800 renown to get Casper and Casper to be 800 to get Ferdinand to be, and then another 800 to get Ash to be, and then it'll be easier to recruit them. Which is why I didn't talk to anybody yet. I can't remember where Ash is though.
What's that?
I'll work it when I'm there. Balthus? Hello, Balthus.
Haven't seen your face before. You're clearly not from around here. You don't strike me as the thief or merchant type. I don't owe you money, do I?
No, I'm a professor.
Oh, you're that new teacher everyone's been yapping about. And yet, you look younger than me. Weird. The name's Balthus, formerly of the Alliance.
Okay.
Don't beat around the bush, pal. You want my help, yeah? Can't blame ya. Look, I get it. You're the new professor. You've got a lot on your plate. You need backup? I'm your guy. Fine, you've talked me into it. But I'm gonna need you to sweeten the deal, if you catch my drift. Beautiful! Now about that sweetening, I'll need to attend your classes whenever the mood strikes. You get bored from time to time, all cooped up.
You look up Balthus! Yay! Hi.
Well, Did you come all the way here just to stare at my rippling abs, or did you want something?
I want to stare at those abs, actually.
If you're gonna ask me for help on the surface, it better be real important. I try not to go up there unless I absolutely have to.
Yeah, those abs are amazing, dude. Don't let them tell you otherwise. Here's some herring bait. Got me unrenowned. Well, here I might as well talk to the...
Such an innocent face you have.
She's a warlock.
This isn't a place for innocent people. Especially not if you're carrying money.
What's that? Hey you, you're from up top, right? What business do you have here? Wait a minute. Ah, got it. You're that new professor, aren't you? I suppose that means I have to let you pass. I guess, welcome to Abyss. This town is full of rough and toughs, so watch your back down here.
So, canonically, Balthus doesn't actually know you until you get the Sword Decorator, so this is kind of weird.
Hey, what are you looking at? I don't want any trouble. Get lost.
Okay, so the other three are there.
Need something?
Okay. Inspire one.
This one?
Encourage recycling.
This one?
Reduced anti-crisis.
This one?
And that gets unlocked to chapter 13, which is post-time skip, so...
See you again soon.
We're on chapter 2, so yeah, we got a ways to go. Happy!
Who are you? Wait, shut up. Let me guess. You're that new professor, right? You just started teaching up on the surface.
How did you know that? Have we met before? How did you know that?
Even here, people have been talking about you. Not that the gossip got everything right. I heard you were beautiful, but obviously that was an exaggeration.
Thank you.
What? You want to know if I can help out? I've got time, but I don't want to spend it all serving the church. Don't make that face. Fine, fine. I'll back you up. Yeah, sure thing. You know, I've never really had a teacher before, and it'll be my first time at the Officers Academy. Sounds like fun. Oh, Chatterbox. You been looking for me? I'd prefer not to visit the surface if I can help it. I don't want to run into any knights.
Okay. So the inn, the altar... and the recycling has been unlocked. So we're gonna look at these just now before I go. I'm actually going to get Yuri and Constance.
And who might you be? Not an Abyssian, that much is clear at a glance. A visitor from above, perhaps? With what purpose?
I'm just looking around.
I'm sure I must have misheard you. Either that, or you haven't the slightest inkling of where you are. Oh, but of course! You must be the new teacher specially appointed by Lady Rhea. That is it, yes? Rumors have been flying underground about you. Well then, I am Constance von Nouvelle.
You know, this is all kind of weird considering that they're only supposed to meet you later on. Yeah, now they're like, oh, we know who you are now, and then later on we just totally won't know who you are.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
But whatever.
Oh, have you come to beg my assistance? Then rejoice, for you have the aid of a Nouvelle. You did come seeking my aid, yes. Hopefully with something befitting my station. An assignment for the Officers Academy? How splendid! I was a former attendee there myself, you know. I shall be a model of grace in my duties.
Hey!
Whoever you are, it doesn't matter much to me. But I do advise getting out of here before you get tangled up in trouble. Unless you've been sent here under someone's orders. In which case, I'll happily show you a good time.
I got lost and stumbled upon this place.
Uh-huh. I find the likelihood of you stumbling into Abyss pretty suspect. Huh. You're that mercenary turned professor, aren't you? The one who showed up at the monastery kinda recently. Yeah. You're the one I've heard so much about. Well, I guess it's fine you're here then. You can call me Yuri. You'll want to remember that, if you ever come down here again.
Yeah, what's the question?
Can you take care of something for me? Want my help, hmm?
Yep.
Sure, why not? But I don't do anything for free. In exchange, let me attend the lectures you give those noble kids, yeah?
Okay.
It's a deal. Come on by whenever you need me. If you're wondering why I won't come up to you, it's because I've got people to watch over in Abyss.
Huh. Come to invite me to a lesson or some such, have you? I prefer not to be above ground during the day when I can help it, unless there are storm clouds above.
Ah, it's you. Bit of a trek coming all the way down here, huh? I'll be helping you out now. But just so you know, my life is still down here. If you can't find me in the classroom on the surface, you'll likely find me here instead.
Yeah, I'm all for DLC characters. Now here's the trash heap. What have I got? Rusted items.
Need something? See you again soon.
So I just need another 4,000 points.
Oh, Chatterbug. I'd prefer not to visit the surface.
What do you require? Now let me see. Your guidance is lacking.
Right, so this tells you what his growth has been like.
Now let me see. Your guidance is lacking. Now let me see. Your guidance is lacking.
So magic's her overall best growth stat, and defense is her worst. Maybe I'm reading that, and she's already had luck, defense, and charm go up.
Fare thee well. What do you require?
What do I say about her now? There's speed.
Now let me see. Perhaps you'd have better luck with the animals of the monastery. Fare thee well.
Okay, so it does take into account the items I use to boost stats.
I owe you.
Right, so that's all we're going to get for just now. Oh, look at the altar. Oh yeah, I can offer things up there, that's what it was, so. Come on, game mode. Oh, we did battle fast and constant, yay! Alright, so they come as commoners. Her strength is in reason and riding, which is obvious because she comes as Valkyrie. But faith, I want to get her to put faith up as well. And she has a talent in axe. Yeah, so I don't see the point in the difference between Dark Knight and Valkyrie. If Valkyrie was like the white magic version of the Pegasus, I never see the point. Right, a powerful warrior wields axe or fists while upholding devout faith. The unit can also use some magic, so axe and brawling with white magic. Well, any magic really, isn't it? So Brawl she's down on, but axe she's abundant talent on, and she can use reason and faith, so she might actually make a work on it better than Battlefist did. Brawling, reason, authority, flying. See, again, it's like they're trying to get you on the track for work on it. He's got a talent for reason, and he is good at brawling and faith. Again, heavy armor, axe. He could be a tank unit as well. Given these abilities in strength and defense and speed, brawling and axe could be also go War Master. I am not against another War Master, but I kind of like them as the War Cleric as well. And they all have Abyssinian exam passes, so they all can get their Abyssinian unique skills. He is supposed to be a trickster. Reason and faith and sword and authority with a talent for bow. Well, he is supposed to be a thief as well to get to the... So I'll keep him as a trickster actually, and we'll keep him as a trickster. I might just take War Master. There's never such a thing as too many War Masters. I liked her as the Valkyrie, not Valkyrie, Dark Flyer, so I'll probably keep her as a Dark Flyer. And I might actually make her a Wyvern Rider. Yeah, she's good at flying and axe, but her talent is magic, so I think I'll keep her as a Valkyrie. So reason and riding for her. and possibly some faith inside just to keep her going. Yeah, with magic that'll work. Okay, happy. Yeah. Now we've got extra students. Right. So I do need Ferdy and Lintart, and that's all to get the paralogs we need for Lysithia and Leone, so... Right, Ferdinand... Lintart... Cappers I don't actually need, do I? Because Cappers is for Mercedes and we don't have Mercedes, so that's fine. Bernadetta and Petra's one is nice and fun, but I don't know if I need them if I got the 4 of them now. If I got Yuri, Balthus, Constance and Happy, I don't really need. You can get a support of them, oh nice.
Okay.
Yeah, where's Ferdinand? Let's see if we can get Ferdinand recruited before I end up. And then I might change. I'm going to do like things, change the goals off camera and sort the inventories.
Professor.
But Ferdinand, we have a D and you have a B support, so I should be able to get you now.
Do you know of the Iyer family? We have long held the position of Prime Minister in the Empire. The Empire's power lies with 6 noble families, my family foremost among them. The full explanation may be time-consuming. I can give you a moment to get ready, if you would like to take notes.
I'm ready.
Alright, I will list the 6 great noble families. There's Caspar's father, Count Burgles, the Minister of Military Affairs. Then there's Linhart's father, Count Hevering, the Minister of Domestic Affairs. Bernadetta's father, Count Varley, is the Minister of Religious Affairs. Hubert's father, Marquis Vestra, is the Minister of the Imperial Household.
So the first 2 are the ones that actually join Edelgard of their own account. These 2 are the ones that get replaced by Edelgard.
Finally, we have Duke Gert, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, and my own father, Duke Iyer, the Prime Minister.
Who is disposed, and the family is no longer nobility for Duke Iyer. Duke Gert I have no idea about. I don't think they have a child here, do they? So, oh well, I don't think we find out about them.
One day, I will take his place as the Prime Minister of the Empire. I am more talented than anyone in my class, even Edelgard. I will lead the Empire to a bright, enlightened future.
I look forward to that.
There is nothing I cannot achieve.
That is true, Ferdinand.
Oh, Professor. Here to recruit me, I presume? You have perceived my excellence. Good. But you are not the only person trying to recruit me. I would be happy to join your class, if you are offering.
Yes.
I thought you would say that. I look forward to learning under you. You will soon see how superior I am to Edelgard.
No, we never have a Ferdinand. The first fucking week. The first fucking day you're gonna do someone. I've already got Ferdinand. And I have a Happy and a Constance and a Yuri and a Balthus, but they're DLC characters that you get earned just simply by completing the DLC. Oh. I have a lot of students now. So I am going to have to go sort out the goals of all these students. Look at them, they're Happy and Constance and all that. Don't know why she's got Spear. I have no idea why she has Spear. Need her on flying as well. There's reason, so go through the mage and then the warlock and mage. Yeah, mage. And then warlock, is it? No, it's not warlock. Warlock is the same. Yeah, whatever. Balfus, yeah, you're on the War Master path. I want you in the War Master path. That's fine. You need to go thief, so I need to change yours and all that. But I'll do all this off camera. So I'll see you all